In today's video, I'm going to talk about the Beefy Boy build, aka Insta-Kill Shield Bash. Essentially, this build will either one-shot or do a ton of damage to basically every enemy in the game besides bosses. So you may have seen this already in my GM Glassway video where we killed every single champion, including also the 2 bosses in GM Glassway with a Shield Bash or a combination of Shield Bashes. So let's get the build started. I'm going to go into the class first. You can use Ward of Dawn or Sentinel, doesn't matter here. The only thing that matters in the ability section will be Shield Bash right here. Grenade, you can pick whatever you want, but obviously Vortex is the most reliable and common use. Then Aspects, we have Bastion and Offensive Bulwark. And in Fragments, the only 3 really used that matter, for me anyway, was Undermining, Persistence, and Leeching. Of course, you can use whatever you want, but this is what I had on. Then, for the guns, Heavy doesn't matter, and Energy doesn't matter. The only way this would come into play is if you're doing a particular GM with this build, and you want to have, you know, Anti-Barrier or Unstop, whatever the champion may be. Other than that, it doesn't matter what you use for this slot. But, for Kinetic, I use Monte Carlo. The reasons to use Monte Carlo for this, in case you have no idea what this gun does, because nobody ever uses it. When you get damage with this weapon, your melee energy goes up. If you get a kill with this, there's a chance that your melee automatically refills. Either way, you get melee energy back, and this is used just to keep your melee up at all times during whatever you may be doing, so you just have your melee basically forever. Then, the idea of the build, before I go into the armor mods themselves, is basically put down Barricade, get Overshield, throw your grenade weakens and or Overload stuns if you're using it on an Overload champ. So then you have your OV and your nade up, and then you go and Shield Bash the target, and then they die. So now that the idea is out of the way, these are the mods that I used, but just know that you could tweak some mods whichever way you want. It's not like 100% absolute, but this is what I went with. Let's just get the big one out of the way. I'm using Peregrine Greaves, in case that wasn't obvious off the bat. So Peregrine Greaves basically says all shoulder charge abilities in the air deal more bonus damage, so just jump and then Shield Bash, whatever you want, and they just die. They fall over, and that's it. For the mod, I had Heavy Handed. In case people don't know what this does, I'll leave it on the screen for a couple of seconds so people can read it if they want. But essentially the idea is you get more melee energy back. Now, instead of this, you could also use Well of Ions, which gives you more damage on your next melee. However, it takes a little bit to set up. There's another mod where you would use a finisher to create an arc well, and then that would give you your elemental well, and then you do more damage. I think Heavy-Handed is just more practical, and clearly you don't need the Well of Ions because I did not use Well of Ions in that GM Glassway video, and we nuked every champion without it, so just have Heavy-Handed on, I would say, or recommend, but up to you. Then we go to class item. Nothing crazy here. We did have utility kickstart for use class ability, get energy back, nothing crazy. Overload nade if there was an overload, which for us there was. And then elemental charge. Become charged with light by picking up any elemental well. If the elemental well's element type matches your subclass energy, you get 2 instead of 1. And that's it. Nothing crazy there. For chest, Reaping Wallmaker. Everything else that didn't matter. I just had resist on. Then for gloves, we had grenade kickstart, throw a grenade, get energy back, keep it up as fast as possible. Same thing, just like Monte Carlo, you want to keep your melee up. This, you want to keep your grenade up, and then utility kickstart, keep your barricade up as fast as possible. And then melee wallmaker, power melee combatant, final blows, spawn an elemental well, matching your subclass. By the way, I should mention this also. Obviously, having a lot of resilience helps getting your barricade back as fast as possible, and then a lot of discipline for your grenade. You don't really need strength for your melee because Monte Carlo just does it all for you. It's very, very fast to get your melee back. And then finally, we had time dilation here. You could probably swap this out for anything that you might want to try instead of this, but that's what I had on, and that's essentially the build. So it's keep everything up as fast as possible, then Shield Bash people in the face and they die, the build. That's essentially it. It's pretty fun. Like I said, it nukes basically everything in the game besides bosses, and even then, I'm sure it can nuke some bosses in the game, like Arms Dealer, for example. So people got fun with this basically almost everywhere, especially probably in Lost Sectors solo, where you can just bully the boss with a Shield Bash and just insta-kill it. If you guys enjoy, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you enjoyed the video, it does help the channel. Also stream daily on Twitch, twitch.tv/StickyBeaver. Daily. See you there. Sorry, one last thing. I just noticed that today's Lost Sector is actually Void Burn, so I thought I'm just going to throw this in on Master difficulty into the video just to kind of show you guys the meme potential of using this in something with Void Burn. So here's a small sample size of that. There you go, and then end of the video. Alright, here we are. Let's start off with a nice fat melee on the servitor. Note that I did not throw my my weaken grenade on him, so with the weaken grenade he'd pretty much be insta-dead. Now we're just going to get our melee back with Monte Carlo, and then we just need our barricade back, which comes back fairly quick, so not really a big issue. And now you can basically do whatever you want. So he's going to heal. I'm going to do that, then do that, then do that, and then we're going to go yeet, and then he's dead. Alright guys, I think the champion's stupid and forgot that I'm here. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this nade now. This is what you get for defying me. Out of nowhere. And I call this the yeet. You're dead. One more time. And you're dead. And so are all the enemies around you. He knew it was coming. He ran away. He's like, nope. Not today, sir. Alright, we're just going to take care of his friend over there. Yep, next on the chopping block. So now we got, what, two berries and a boss. Alright, let's take out this jabroni right here first. Boop, you're dead. Nice boss, by the way. And there's one. I do believe it's time for you to die. And there you have it. And, oh, we got 2 enhancement cores instead of 1. Let's go. Alright, well, there's the general idea. It's pretty fun to use. And hope you enjoy. There you go. Good luck abusing, I don't know, enemy skulls with your shield bash. That's it. Catch you in the next one. Goodbye.